Focus! Welcome back to another episode of Davidson Outlast. Now, have you heard of a term called Jack of all trades? Now, what does that really mean? Jack? It means that you are good at everything, but deep down, you're actually good at nothing. Now, I'm sure lots of us have always had trouble focusing on the core of your business. This is the time we have to really ask ourselves, what is the main thing that we do in our business? What's the core of our business? And today I will introduce the three things that people always got confused about when they cannot focus on the core part of the business. The first part that I already have introduced was your core value. I'm just going to back up with two examples. Now, example number one. You have a headache. You go to a family physician in, say, in Chicago, and typically a family physician charges you maybe like $60 or $70. These family physicians are good at everything. They know a little bit about everything. But if you see a specialist, suddenly you won't be just looking at $70. You'll be looking at a charge of $7,000. Why? It's because they're the specialist. It introduces the concept that why it's so important to be a specialist and just not like a jack of all trades. It's because when you say you know, oh, what are you good at, David? I know a little bit of everything. You know, I can do this, I can do that, but you know what? That only means you don't know anything. It's really true. You don't know anything. And that is why focus on that one channel, one thing for your business that you're going to dedicate 200% of your energy and time to study well. You know everything about this sector, this field, so that you can provide that you can over deliver to your customers like the specialists. And that is exactly why the specialists are getting paid 100 times more compared to a family physician. It's because they are the specialists. Specialists deserve to get paid more. Point number one. What's your core? And figure out what your core is, money will come to you. I want to introduce to you is, again, Steve Jobs. Now, when Steve Jobs went back to Apple, after Apple became like a really bad company, what happened was Steve Jobs quickly noticed that Apple was releasing 200 products at the same time. And he had no idea why. Why are you guys releasing 200 products? Why? Because he always believed that the killer service or killer product that will make your company benefit or make your clients love you it's not just about jack of all trades, not good at like 200 products, but it's just a one product that's going to penetrate the heart of your customer. And eventually what happened was he developed the first iPhone in the world, and that revolutionized everything that we know of. He made internet portable, the unthinkable to be possible. And this is why stop thinking about all these 200 products and instead focus on that one product that is going to be the killer to make your customer love you. Now we understand why it's important to understand what your core and the main thing is. Now we do have to ask ourselves, so do we have like a competitive advantage? And what does that mean? That means is the edge that you have over your competitors, what you do better than the others. I'll give you an example here. Assuming that you are a steak restaurant, and typically people love 3 cooking styles. Either you like raw, or medium cooked, or fully cooked. Now, can you imagine you have this restaurant that focuses, that's like the best in town in terms of cooking rare, medium cooked meat. And also you only specialize that for the senior citizens. Can you imagine what kind of edge you're going to bring to this restaurant? It's because by specializing yourself and tailoring to your targeted customers, and because you are much better at making medium cooked meat for your senior customers, people are going to, your target customers, the seniors, they're going to recognize you for that. And they will all come to you. They will all want to bring the money to you. And this is an example of a competitive advantage. The edge that you have that can make you beat your competitions. Diversifying. Now, maybe some of you say origin in the restaurant business, and then suddenly you have this new idea of getting into the construction business, like say becoming like a building contractor, even though you had never done it before. So it kind of feels that, oh, maybe I'm diversifying to get more income. Completely wrong. Wrong. It's mainly because you're increasing the risk by doing something that's irrelevant to what you're already doing. And maybe in this case, like maybe if your interest suddenly has changed, then I would rather just recommend you to maybe to just quit your previous business and then get into something new. But that's assuming that if you really think thoroughly that you actually have a competitive edge on the new thing that you're going to do. Otherwise, branching into something new and to think that that will bring benefits to your business, if the two things are completely unrelated, that is a no-go. Today I introduce the 3 points that we all have to be careful about, not to be this jack of all trades. First, think about what your main thing is. What really is your core to help you to do business? family physician versus a specialist, like a heart specialist, and maybe even like a heart specialist for senior people that's even more specialized, and that will get you even more money. Competitive advantage. If you don't even have an advantage, you don't even know what you are better at compared with other competitors, don't even try to compete. Because you won't win. So make sure you know your competitive advantage. And last but not least, if you're diversifying into something that are completely unrelated to your original business, you must be careful. Because that will only hurt the foundation of your business.